Many thanks indeed for joining us on this 22nd day of September. I trust you had a lovely week. Welcome to Wcnn. I am Annabelle Weiss.
And I'm Joshua Folorun. So let's have a quick look at today's top stories.
Your role in true healing.
How to be Mr. or Miss Right.
Grow from human to hero.
Now stick around for details of these and much more. Meanwhile, Wcnn begins now. Now, health is possibly the greatest form of wealth, and in some places of worship, people go through a lot of routines in an attempt to attain health. Now, some of these routines tend to be interesting, queer, perplexing, and sometimes even violent.
Finish him.
But the Bible in the book of Proverbs 10 verse 22 says that the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow with it. And in this season of I shall bring you health and cure, the Almighty Healer has vowed to unconditionally enrich your life with good health. And all you have to do is believe and pray.
Amen. Kibasa. Amen. Koma. Amen. Vikasi. Amen.
Indeed, believe and pray and you'll be healed. Now moving on, beauty without brains is nothing. Our reporter Esther tells us why to be Mr. or Miss Right, you first have to be Mr. or Miss Read.
Gone are the days when attractiveness was based on physical presentation. Smart is the new swag. Trust me, there's nothing more attractive than a man or woman who speaks with adjectives, conjunctions, and prepositions in the right positions.
My name is Alex Hitchens, and I'm a consultant. But she wouldn't be interested in that because she'd probably be just counting the seconds until he left.
Thinking he was like every other guy.
But then he'd ask her name and what she did for a living. And she might blow him off. Or she might say,
I'm Sarah Milas.
It's a sign of the beginning of a happy ending. On the contrary, such poor grammar
My heart has grown further for you, and my heart has grown further for you, and I die.
is a sign of impending crisis.
Security.
Even your woman.
No, please.
Have you eaten the food? Come.
You know.
Proper diction and grammar is not necessarily inborn. It is acquired, not through osmosis, but through continuous and consistent reading. That means upping your game by reading books and materials with a spiritual advantage will make you
very perspicacious, very intelligent, dynamic, idiosyncratic, man of distinguished fortitude and virtue of character.
So be a drop-dead spiritual gorgeous today. Visit the Dominion bookstore for a variety of destiny-molding resources. For Wcnn, I'm Esther.
Well, that means read or be a good riddance. Thank you, Esther, for that incisive report. Now, moving on. The biggest problem in this world is the fact that amateurs are full of confidence.
You see what has happened to your car? Deep inside. That's constipation. Now the car is constipated.
What should I do?
It's very simple. You should take your car to intensive care because it is constipated and it needs infiltration of the aorta.
Whereas the geniuses are full of doubts, and this has left the wrong people in the right places. Now, for instance, people with good singing talent are wasting away in oblivion.
Yes, Beranange. Yes, Tonde Kangawo. Hamatabanga Manchi. Homuyaganga Munchi.
Whereas the cocky clowns are left running the industry.
Yeah.
Major Le, the Bafuki, composing, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Diligent civilians are busy ensuring order, whereas the salary goes to the sleepyheads.
Afande? Afande? Afande! Oh, sorry. I am sorry, Afande.
Now you could be the next big thing, but because of your hesitation and doubts, you've let other people take the shine. It's time to break that cycle. Evaluate your gift, see where you can utilize it in one of our many service groups, apply it wholeheartedly, and you'll be surprised at where God will take you. Because hey, you never know who's watching.
Yes, indeed. Be part of a service group today. Be it choir, sanctuary keeping, drama, technical, and even Wcnn, and God will truly surprise you. Now moving on, God owes you nothing, but you owe God everything. And the least you can do to show appreciation for His amazing grace is by drawing souls to Him. WCNN's Mohammed Ali on this week's edition of Jicho Refu.
Sawia na kondoo huyu, baadhi ya vijana wa kizazi chetu wamepoteza mwelekeo. Ulevi, ukora, ushirati, na mihadarati.
Mi bangi ni mmea wangu, ni kama chakula yangu. Mmea yote inatupatia nutrients, okay? Na huu ni mmea pia na uko na nutrients.
Ni baadhi ya vizungumkuti vilivyokumba vijana wa kizazi hiki. Chambilecho wahenga, mwendatezi na omo, marejeo ni ngamani. Marejeo ya vizungumkuti hivi vimekuwa vya kutatanisha, kushangaza.
At 20 years with a 2-month-old baby, all she wants is to find the man who fathered her child.
Huyu mtoto kwa hakika anaonekana ni mchina kabisa, ni kachina.
Na kusikitisha, cha kusikitisha zaidi ni kwamba baadhi ya vijana walioathiriwa na upotovu huu ni ndugu na marafiki zetu. Badala ya kuwakejeli na kuwatupia lawama, waelekeze katika ukweli, walete kanisani mmoja baada ya mwingine. Hakuna nafsi isiyoweza kuokolewa, iwe ya Mwafrika.
Unahitaji kusimama, unahitaji kusimama. Napokea Yesu Kristo. Unahitaji kupokea Yesu Kristo siku ya leo.
Iwe ya mzungu. Hauna budi shinda nafsi moja kila wiki. Kwa makala ya WCNN Jicho Refu, ni mimi wenyu Mohammed Ali.
WCNN's Mohammed Ali there with a very insightful report. Now moving on, it's one thing to have a TV and it's another to have a TV that gives you a real life experience. Take for instance this one.
¿Cómo le va? ¿Me permite sus documentos, por favor?
Sí, aquí, el currículum.
Bien. Ya, perfecto. ¿Usted está más o menos claro cuáles son los propósitos de nuestra empresa? Perfecto. Aquí están sus...
Cuidado.
¿Sí? Ah, perfecto.
Mire.
Now, congratulations to all of you that participated in the Beba So Tatu Tununue TV initiative. We have managed to purchase one such TV, but again, we need one more. So, in case you have not redeemed your pledge, we shall provide for you a bucket after the youth service, and all you'll have to do is this.
Put money in the bucket. Tuck it in the... Touch a neighbor, say, tuck it in the bucket.
Indeed, we need money, but how do we make it? Our reporter Cloud Bouth tells us how.
For many decades, Kenya has been famously known for the home of Hakuna Matata, Africa's own land of milk and honey. Sadly, tough economic times have paralyzed our paradise. Now it's no longer the home of Hakuna Matata, It's now the home of Hakuna Mafuta ya Taa. Africa's own land of milk taxes and constant crisis.
Hakuna kitu tumetoka na angalia mtoto yangu hata ana suruali. Vile tumetoka hata ana suruali.
But those are closing doors, and you can choose to dwell in them in sorrow or choose to open new ones that will guarantee you a brighter tomorrow. Instead of lamenting on the woes of yesterday, recollect your energies and conceptualize ideas that will secure a tomorrow for you and the society around you. For WCNN, I'm your son, Cloud Baus.
A very perspective report there by reporter Cloud Baus. Now, before we sign out, we would like to inform you that our administration team has gone digital. So for artists that have a presentation to showcase, you will be required to register your performances in advance via ministrationslive@gmail.com. Now, this will eliminate all the hiccups and confusion that comes along with late registrations, which more or less looks like this. That's all we had lined up for you this week on WCNN. I'm Joshua Fullerunso.
And I'm Annabelle Wise. Do have a lovely